What up, guys? It's been a minute. Been quite a minute. We finally got a somewhat nice day. It's about almost 40 degrees today, so it's a little tolerable. It hasn't even reached this temp in, I don't know, like a month probably. It's been in teens and 20s and shit, so I ain't trying to get out here. But anyway, I got some toys here. Just thought I'd do a quick little unboxing. I was gonna try to get this on today. This is my Derale transmission pan. It's got cooling vents, drain plug, and it's got a input for temperature gauge. I think I got this on eBay for about, I don't remember, like 85 bucks or something. I found them other places for around 120, so I went ahead and jumped on that deal. Came with a gasket, no mounting hardware or anything, but that's alright. It's for Turbo 400. A few other things in this box. Got some tools for Christmas here. Got some screwdrivers and one of these goofy ratchets. I don't know, we'll see how that works. Just got this stuff the other day. Battery relocation kit. This is Summit. He's pretty alright. I opened it. Comes with almost everything you need. Let's see if I can get it open with one fucking hand, though. There we go. Comes with 20 foot of 2 gauge positive and about 4 foot of negative. All the mounting hardware. It's got all the clips. It's got the battery mounting. I think I'm just going to use this box temporarily. Eventually, I kind of want to just get a nice little aluminum box. This kit was like 100 bucks. We'll see. The gauge of the wire looks decent. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's supposed to be 2 gauge. Looks a little small to me, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So there's that. Got a shut-off switch. Summit brand. I think that was like 20 bucks. And then this is the fun stuff. Got my Russell power steering hose kit. This is right here. Let's see if I can get it. Powerflex. Everything I read said you need to use the Russell Powerflex fittings. So I bought 290s. We're gonna see if this works. This is about, I think, 3 foot. I don't need that much. They have other lengths if you need it, but they recommend you use their Powerflex fittings because this hose is like a PTFE style, but it's definitely, it looks smaller than 6AN, the hose inside diameter at least. So, I don't know, we'll see. It's supposed to handle up to 2,500 PSI, so hopefully that'll be able to handle my power steering pump. We'll see though. If I have problems, I'll just probably end up switching to some, whatever standard power steering line. But all right, I'm gonna get started on this transmission pan. So I'll make this will be like a little part video or something. Just wanted to kind of let y'all know I'm just stacking up a few parts, not that much. Christmas came and spent a lot of money, so I'll check back with y'all. Got the old pan off. The instruction sheet says apply gasket sealer to pan side. So I just use some of this Lion's Head shellac. It doesn't say you need to have any kind of silicone sealer. You just want a sealer. So I'm just going to use the supplied gasket for now. Probably eventually I'll switch to a rubber kind of polyurethane gasket. Because I do plan on changing this fluid at least twice a year. I know it's overkill, but I want this transmission to stay good for a while. So I'm gonna fucked up my gasket. Sorry, let me get sat down here. So anyway, so we got this sealer on here. Let me fix this fucking gasket. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Here's the old pan. I'm gonna do a quick comparison. It says this pan is about a quart deeper. Let me see if I can't read this. Here we go. It's not supposed to be a deep sump, but to allow for the cooling tubes. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper, but it is going to clear. I have a lot of clearance underneath that pan, so we should be good. All right, well, I'm going to cut this one and cut you another quick video when I get this. All right, guys, on. There we go. Installed. So you don't even hang lower than the headers, so that's a plus. Let me get a little closer look for you. I don't know how well. There we go. Looks pretty good under here. I had to get my shifter brackets put in. I already had the one on the transmission, but we had to put that one in there. The only thing I did have to run and do is I had to go get some longer bolts. These 2 bolts, the factory bolts, just weren't quite long enough. So I had to go run and buy 2 bolts. Well, it was like 50 cents or something, no big deal. They don't need to be big old fucking grade 8 bolts or anything. They don't take any stress or anything like that. Looks good though, I like it. She looks good in there. She don't hang down low at all. So that's good. I was afraid that it might be too big, or I didn't want a deep sump because this car is gonna ride pretty low. So there she is, all the way in there. I just kind of snugged them a little, just a hair past snug. I think they're supposed to be like 12 or 13 foot-pounds. So I just kind of figured when I put fluid in it, I'll just check it and after it's a run and make sure I don't need to tighten it all down or anything. Drain plug's not tight. I gotta tighten that fucker down. Not too worried about that at the moment though. I might try to do something else today. So we'll keep this video going. Here's my other thing I was gonna try to do today. I just want to kind of get these lines mocked up here. So here's my fittings. These are Russell Powerflex, like I said. Just kind of mocked them up here. If I want to get this one on, I have to take the pump off. You see how much space is right here? The head hits the block. So if I would have known that before, I could have ground this casting off. But oh well. So we got that going. Kind of mocking shit up right now, just looking to see what I need to do. It looks like I can get this hose, the return line, to kind of bend out that way. I thought about maybe cutting the actual hard line and having it come out like that or something, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to look and see what my kit. I'm ordering a braided kit to do my tranny cooler lines. So I was just going to use one of the fittings. It's going to be black, so I mean I'll have a different color fitting here, but whatever. These are brass, these are stainless, whatever. Who cares? So I was just going to use one of those fittings, so maybe I'll wait, and maybe I'll just fucking cut this here or something. Cut it right here. That way I can get that on there, but I'm just afraid it's not going to have like, this has like a beveled end for like a rubber tube, so that it kind of bubbles out, you know, to seal it well. So I'm afraid that might not seal good if I do that, so maybe I'll just keep it like this. So anyway, this one will run up kind of like this. I'll just stick a straight on there, so it'll just kind of do that. And then here's the Powerflex. Here's the Powerflex, and then we'll just kind of do something like that, you know. Just kind of run it a 90, just do a quick 90 bend right there. Sorry. Probably bring this up kind of like that, and we'll just do a 90 bend. Just whoop. And I think that'll look clean. It'll look better than fucking big rubber hoses like hanging all over the damn place. So, and then on plus side, I'm not even going to use much of this. See, I got like 3 foot. So in the future, if I ever, you know, switch these fittings to a different vehicle, or, you know, do my LS swap like I want to, I'll have extra line to make a new line for this Powerflex shit. So that's a plus right there. So, alright y'all, just want to let y'all know I'm trying to get some shit in. It's just getting cold, you know, it's cold as shit, so I ain't got much motivation to be out here. Other than that, I mean, but whatever I've done today, I haven't really been doing much. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I got my brake lines on, and It all goes all the way down here. Got it plugged into my proportioning valve. Still thinking about getting the adjustable one, the Willwood adjustable. I'm just not sure if I'll have enough room down to mount it where I want it down here for the knob, because the floor and shit. So we'll see though. When it gets warmer, I got a lot of touching up to do on this frame, this whole freaking side right here. See that? I'll have to remove the brake line and fix it. And I'm not too happy with this paint, but whatever. Shit happens. But alright. I'm just I want to get this shit done. I might mess with it a little more, but honestly, until I get the fitting for this, I really don't want to do anything permanent. So I just kind of wanted to check them out, see what it looks like, and there we go. I think that's really going to look clean. Braided line everywhere, homie. So I do got a shout out here to, I think his name was Mario Reyes. Dude, you asked me a question, and I don't know how you emailed me, but like I tried to respond to your question, and my email wouldn't let me respond. So if you watch this, whatever question you had something about you were trying to do a small block swap or something. If I have an answer for you, I'll help you out as much as I can, man. If you're watching this, just leave a question in the comment section below, the video, and that way I can reply to it. I just couldn't reply to your question somehow. I don't know. I hit reply and it wouldn't bring up your comment. So Mario Reyes, if you still got questions, man, I'm willing to help. Holler at me. All right, I think I said I was done, but just gonna add on. I said fuck it and started making this line. Thought it was a good opportunity to kind of talk about. I don't know if I've ever actually shown this PTFE shit or if anybody's used to it, but this is what happens. You take your braided line. First, you slip the slip sleeve on there, and then inside your braided line, you have a Teflon, like a Teflon style hose. You got to stick in between the braided steel and the hose. You got to stick on your, I think it's called a fairing, compression fitting. You stick that, see if you can see in there. And yeah, there you go. See the white part? That's the actual hose inside there. So you slip that over it, and then you kind of flare out the braided line, and this guy slides right over that fucker. And this fitting, these are actually really nice. This is a pain in the ass to get together, but it's worth it because I can just tell the difference, how much pressure difference there's going to be with this, because the way this cap is designed, it pushes when you tighten it down. It's pinching the braided line over that fairing, which is giving it a good hard seal. And I'm fairly confident in this. It's pretty easy to put together. I already test fit it. It's going beautifully. I'll show you a quick look at it when it's all done. I'll mock it up for you. There we go. One completed power steering line. I think that's going to look real nice. And this one's just going to come right up like that. Like I said, I think that's probably the best course of action there. Just do that. A tip. I read it on the Summit, like when I bought these, there's, comments on the products. One guy did say, make sure you have this line bent the correct way, because once you get this thing in here, it does not turn. So it was a pain to get it to screw onto this right. I had to tighten it down just a little more, even though it was a pain in the ass, but it is a pain to get that fucker tight. So you just want to make sure that you got this thing just, you want to make sure you got it bent the way you need it. It's hard. I mean, it's kind of hard to judge that. So hopefully I don't need to take any slack out of this. It's kind of a harsh angle right here, but we'll see how it seals. We'll see. I read good reviews on this stuff, so I think it looks good. Later, y'all.